Greetings and salutations, friends. I am Numithrander, and we're back in Simulunka. In fact, right where our adventure began. Right at the entrance to the Forest of Blessings. Alright, now, we'll wait 2 days. Not sure we really need to wait this at this point, but we'll do it anyway. And a little more, I think. Just so that it will be daylight when we meet everybody once again. And Constellation Metropole is quite lovely in the evening. Particularly seen from far off like this. Honestly, it's going to be a bit of a shame when this entire region becomes inaccessible at the end of this event. I believe there was an archipelago. I forget the name of it offhand, but it was another summer event, once again having to do with Alice. And I wasn't playing the game when that came out, so I simply never got to see it. And there's also weapons that came out that I'm never gonna get to use either. For example, the Festering Desire. And also another one, I forget the name of it, the Cinnabar Spindle, I think. Which is basically Albedo's signature weapon. Which is now completely inaccessible because I missed the event. Ah yes, the Calligraphy Tavern. Oh! I see Jean and Kaya. Kinda wish that were D-Luke instead of Kaya, but what can you do?
Here's your 2 magic tonics.
Oh, don't drink that.
Why, thank you, young lady. And might I add that you're looking quite lovely today. Jean, come on, take a seat and let's have a drink. I ordered one for you as well.
But is this really appropriate? I mean...
Still worried about Clee? Relax. Albedo's with her. She'll be fine.
Kaya and Master Jean! What are you two doing here?
Oh, look who it is. The Traveler and Paimon. You must be the pleasant surprise that Miss Alice told us about.
Greetings to you both. This is one place I didn't expect to run into you two.
The locals here have been talking non-stop about some brave heroes who saved the world. Let me guess. You two have been up to your old tricks.
You might say that.
Well, not just us. We only played a small part. You could say we were 2 members of the Heroes Adventure Team.
Still sounds mighty impressive to me. As ever, our honorary knight is making us proud wherever they roam.
Did I hear you talking about Alice and Clee? Did Alice come herself, I wonder? Somehow I doubt it. But, well, it's nice to see that Clee is getting to enjoy the little dream toyland. I did say earlier that I thought it was right up her alley, that she'd love it, and that it was a shame she didn't know about it, wasn't brought in. But, well, looks like I'm not the only one who thought so, considering that she's here now.
That's right. We received a letter of invitation from Miss Alice, proposing that we take Clee for a vacation in Fairyland when work dies down.
I wasn't sure what she meant by Fairyland at first, but if my eyes are not deceiving me, she was being quite literal.
Clee ran off excitedly as soon as we arrived. I'm a little worried about her, but Albedo insisted he would look after her while we do our own thing.
We could hardly say no to such a considerate offer. So I took it upon myself to bring Jean to the nearest tavern we could find.
Any excuse for a drink, huh?
Well, we are on vacation. It's only fair that we get to indulge ourselves a little.
You're right. I should make an effort to relax and unwind. It's what Miss Alice would want, after all.
Oh, wait, Kaya? What exactly did you order from the bar?
The house special, of course. Best way to get a taste of the local culture.
So, are we going to tell Kaya what that concoction really is? Or are we going to let him find out on his own? I'm tempted to let him just find out, frankly. If it were D-Luke, I'd warn him, but Kaya? Nah, I'm gonna let him find out his own way.
Why are you making that face, Paimon?
Nothing. I'm just perpetually amused by your lifestyle, that's all. Go on, drink up.
Something tells me I need to tread carefully here. Let's see, it's got a lovely color, but how about the taste?
Ink.
I think maybe I'll pass. But it's such a shame to waste it.
All right, Paimon. Well played.
Well, Paimon got burned too, if it's any consolation. It's nothing personal.
Oh, by the way, we weren't the only ones who got invited here. I saw Kale earlier. She didn't see me, though. She was making a beeline for that big tree.
The Kingdom of Breezes and Bells, you mean? Oh, this is turning into a huge reunion. Maybe we should go say hi to her.
All right. Well, give her my regards.
Will do. And enjoy your vacation. And please do actually try to relax, Jean. We don't need you collapsing at your desk again.
Thank you. Enjoy your time here, too.
Again, I kinda would have liked it better if this were a date with Jean and D-Luke, but... Oh well.
So the magic tonic here is just writing ink? What a weird and wonderful world. Miss Citrus, do you happen to serve any beverages here that don't contain magic tonic?
Of course we do. What flavor would you like?
Sunsetia. Jean, you want in?
Sure, I'll have the same, please.
Sounds good. 2 Sunsetia drinks coming right up.
Amusing. Now then, off to the Kingdom of Breezes and Bells. Let's see, should be right down this way. For some reason that jump had absolutely no forward momentum. Oh well, we should still reach our goal swiftly. I do actually quite like the design of that tree. Very, well, dreamlike and otherworldly. And the castle growing out of it is quite an amusing touch also. And since Kale lives in Sumeru, and relatively close to, well, the academia and the divine tree, it's probably close to home here. And we have all these people again. Now that I think about it, did we ever find out what happened to the relic that the princess was after? The one that didn't shine appropriately? Oh wait, never mind. I was thinking about that and I realized, yes, we did. Because we went to the Eerie Cave, and that's where it started shining again. When the princess decided that, well, she didn't have to sit and wait for the answer to come to her, that she had to do it herself. So, never mind. For some reason, it just escaped my memory for a second there. Looks like Kale went a fair bit past the tree. Oh, but is that her there? Nope, just a second. We have another squirrel. Time limit on this. Ah, okay, so that's the name of the game. Ah, that's the trick. I have to get through this quickly. Okay, good thing they didn't require me to have a return path ready.
Wow, what a lovely surprise.
Otherwise, I would have fallen short on that challenge. Oh, and we have Hilichurls again. Oh well, we'll deal with them in a minute. First, reuniting with old friends.
The structure of the tree houses here is nothing short of amazing. I have to write it down so I can tell Master Tainari all about it later. Hey, Kale! You scared me. Traveler in Paimon? You got invited here too?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, they sort of skipped the invitation part, but anyway, what you doing out here? Something caught your eye? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to observe and summarize the structures of the trees here, and also the animals that live here. Well, the residents, I guess? I still can't get over the fact that they're all someone's origami handiwork. Once a forest ranger, always a forest ranger, huh? Not sure you'll be able to apply much of what you learn here back home, though, with this being a magical world and everything.
Not to mention that the vast majority of the creatures here are peaceful. Can't really say the same about the forests of Sumeru.
What? Over there, by the giant footprint. Have those houses always been there? Oh, those? The local flying squirrels told me that they were built by a small dragon and some guy wearing a hat. Oh, that must have been Mini Durin and Hat Guy. Any idea where they went? Supposedly, after building the houses, they went to somewhere called, Constellation Metropole? Did I say that right? Yep, you got it. Oh, also, when the locals mentioned the dragon, did they seem at all, did they say how they felt about him at all? Now that you mention it, the atmosphere changed a little when they talked about him. Oh no.
Good change or bad change? Were they scared of him?
They mentioned some stuff along the lines of past misunderstandings and welcoming new members. I only just got here, so I know very little about what has happened in the past. They seemed genuinely grateful for the houses, though, and said they were going to plan a welcome party. Oh, thank goodness. Whew. Sounds like the forest has begun to accept him. It's a step in the right direction.
Thankfully, yes.
Are you looking for that small dragon?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a new friend we made after we arrived here. No way! Really? I'm getting more and more interested in your story. No. I've got to save it for next time. For now, I've got to make the most out of my time in this wonderful world. Oh, there's no rush. Just take it slow and enjoy yourself. Like Kaya. Oh, he sends his regards, by the way. Oh, Mr. Kaya is here too? Then I've got to go say hi to him. Well, right now he's at the tavern and he probably won't be leaving until he's drunk. Not that he'll ever reach that point because his alcohol tolerance is so high. Basically, it's Kaya. You know where to find him. You make a good point, Paimon. Then I'll focus on exploring for now, and go catch up with him later. Shall we go pay a visit to the Metropole Traveler? Maybe Minnie, Durin, and Hatkai are still there. Oh, right. By the way, something pretty interesting has been happening in Sumeru recently. Master Trinari has been working really hard on it, so if you have time, definitely go and check it out. Sounds good. We'll find some time in our schedule.
Enjoy your field trip, Kale.
Of course. See you later.
I see. So, something's going on in Sumeru, too. I guess I'm going to have to go and check that out now, aren't I? But, we'll look for Minnie Durin first. The sound kinda cut out on me for a second there. Yeah, going all the way to El Hatham in this team rotation is a bit excessive. These enemies simply can't handle it. Okay, I thought I missed something. Okay, off to Constellation Metropole. I think this'll take me close. Ah, there we go. Oh, is that Mona? Yep, that's Mona.
What? Are my eyes deceiving me? There is no way. I can't believe it.
Oh, was your old master. The goddess of fate.
Hey, Mona! We heard you muttering from a long way away. What's up? Oh, is your scry glass acting up again?
Oh, it's you, the saviors of this world. My scry glass is fine, but I'm not sure I can say the same about my eyes. Look at this statue.
What? Is it broken or something? Looks fine to Paimon. That's your master, right? AKA the goddess of prophecy?
Ah, prophecy, not fate. I don't know why I got that mixed up. Oh well, goddess of prophecy.
I refuse to believe it. There's no way that old hag looks anything like this.
Well, she did help create this place a long time ago. So she could very well have looked like that when she was younger. After all, the goddess of fate did in fact die of old age. And as for Alice, the goddess of creation, well, she's some sort of elf creature, so we don't know if she'll ever get old. But, well, I've never actually seen your master, Mona, and I don't know how old she is either. Though it sounds like she's not an immortal elf like Alice. Assuming elf again is the right word. I'm using that word simply because of the pointy ears, frankly. I don't know if there are anything like elves. At least Tolkien-style elves in this world. Moving on.
When she was younger. Oh, actually, now that you mention it, this does remind me of the fashionista phase she wrote about in her diary. She can't hear me, can she? I swear I just got chills down my spine.
Either way, it's probably a little rude to talk about her right under her statue. But how do you know it's a statue of her if you never saw her as a young woman?
I did a quick scry when I came into this world, and when I saw the star's reflections, I was at a loss for words. It looks like fate in Simulanka is based directly on Tevat. A projection of real-world fate to form an image of reality. Or in layman's terms, basically, the creator made this world inside a mirror or a lake, and this world is the reflection.
Still sounds pretty impressive.
The more I scribed, the more familiar everything looked. It's her work, there's no doubt about it. Even so, everything's far more complex than I'd imagined. Trying to decipher it all is giving me quite a headache. I also asked the locals about her. They call her she who has dominion over the stars and the course of fate itself. Not even a pretense of humility. Clearly, she let the role of creator goddess skip to her head. Not that I'm surprised in the least, of course. It certainly matches the tone of her diary. Anyway, we should change the topic.
Oh, so Mona, have you seen a small dragon around by any chance? He's about the same size as Paimon, but with tiny little wings.
Ah, you mean the one that caused all that trouble? I haven't seen him for myself, but I heard that he came to the Metropole not long ago to formally apologize for his actions. Apparently, he brought a huge stash of Toitanium and plant oil to make amends. Most people accepted his apology, although there are some who said that they'll reserve judgment until they've seen how he acts in the future.
Oh, okay. Do you know where we can find him?
One moment.
Going to scry for him? I thought you said you wouldn't use your astrology for that.
Ah, it looks like he's at the Broken Sea. There's a big group of people with him, too.
Cool! Wanna come with us? We can introduce you?
I think I'll sit this one out. This might be the closest I ever get to meeting the old hag in her youth, so I think I'll spend some time seeing what else I can glean from her grand design. You guys have fun.
Be careful, Mona. You don't want to anger your master any more than you already have. All the same, thanks for your astrological assistance, and farewell.
Anytime.
We'll be off now. See you later, Mona!
Okay. Now to the Broken Sea. This'll probably be interesting. I wonder how broken it's going to be. Oh, hang on. There's a fast travel point I haven't unlocked. Several, actually. Seems that I missed most of the Broken Sea area. But then again, I did go straight to the dragon's lair. Well, more fun to be had, evidently. Oh, and finally caught up with Durin, Mini Durin, and Wanderer, aka Hat Guy.
Osvaldo Hafnabines! Does thou see what I am seeing? Tell me that my all-perceiving Aug de Verurtelang deceiveth me not!
Your eyes see true, main Fräulein.
Very well. Then, as sovereign ruler of the Immenachreich, I extend to you both my greetings, O Night Dragon from the land of the Thousand Stars, and his hat-wearing servant.
Hat-wearing servant, oh dear. And now Fischl and Wanderer both have little flying companions.
Who did you just call a servant?
What main Fräulein means to say is, hello, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. But Hat Guy's not my servant. He's my friend.
Now you're over-explaining.
Hat Guy, Mini Durin! Found you at last! Whoa, and Fischl's with you too?
Oh! Greetings, Outlander blessed by the Immenachreich. How honored you are to meet your prinzessin beneath the stars of another sky. Clearly a decision made by fate itself.
I echo your sentiments, Your Highness.
Mr. Honorary Knight, Paimon!
Klee. Wonderful to see you. And Albedo.
Greetings. You both look well.
Hey there, Klee! Have you been having fun here? Yup, loads and loads of fun. There are so many cute animals and a magic train that was really long and a huge, huge castle and a king lives there and everything.
I've been taking Klee to see all the sights. It's been a very enriching experience. Alice's magic is truly outstanding.
Yeah, Mom's amazing. Klee wants to build a great big house now, too.
So, your mom and my mom were friends?
Mm-hmm. Our moms were friends, which makes you my big brother. My mom used to read your mom's stories to me all the time. They were great.
Big brother?
You're part of the family now, Mini Durin.
Wow. Thank you, Klee. Can I go play with Klee, Hat Guy?
Suit yourself.
Albedo, can I?
Go on. Just don't go too far away. I'll come pick you up later.
Yay! Come on, Mini Durin. Do you want to come play with us too, Fischl?
Your princessin accepts your invitation. Rejoice! Though you may be concealed by fog, still you shall have the good fortune to witness the true might of the Aug de Vertelang.
What Main Fräulein means to say is, perhaps we can all play hide and seek together. Main Fräulein is it.
Hooray! I love hide and seek!
Oh, me too!
To return to our previous discussion, Mr. Hat Guy, you were telling me about a prophecy?
I heard B talking to M. What she said was,
Since you're so persistent, let me tell you a secret. Our child will one day rise from the dead.
What?
Is she saying that Dragonspine Durin will come back to life?
Now that you mention it, we found the beating heart of a dragon in the mountain, didn't we? Well, will Dragonspine Durin take after Mini Durin? Or... oh dear, that could be trouble.
I only heard it in a memory, so don't hold me to it.
Understood. My recent observations at Dragonspine lend credence to this prophecy as well.
Oh? You're telling me that there are signs of Durin's resurrection?
Durin's heart has slowly but surely been growing in vitality. The process is extremely slow, but the trend is clear.
What should we do?
How slow are we talking? Will Durin resurrect in a week, a month, or 1,000 years? 'Cause to be fair, if it's 1,000 years, there's not much we can do about it. Or perhaps even little we should do about it, considering that long a lead time.
To start with, plan for every potential scenario, including, of course, the worst-case scenario. I am well aware of Durin's past, and I sincerely hope that things never escalate to that point. Still, we need to be prepared for every possibility. If the prophecy is true, and Durin's heart will one day beat again, I'd like to hope that whatever rises from the dead is no evil dragon. If you understand what I mean.
It would be wonderful if such a great creature could be reborn and could live on in the world without destroying it. But, well, we shall have to see, won't we?
Kind of? But not really.
I do, even if
And so, when the time comes, Mr. Hat Guy, will you and Simolanka's Durin be willing to lend us a hand in our hour of need?
Huh? What's this got to do with me?
You saved the Durin of this world. I don't see that as a mere coincidence. If there is any meaning to be read into the actions of the three goddesses, beyond fairy tale whimsy alone, I can only boldly speculate that the fate of this reflected world may have a reciprocal effect upon our own world. If Durin of Dragonspine will soon come back to life, we will need many Durin's help, as well as yours, given that your fates are now intertwined.
Well, that's a nuisance.
To be sure, it certainly won't be easy.
Albedo! There's a flying paper ship over there! Can we go see it together, please?
Sure. 2 seconds, I'll be right with you. Please give my suggestion some thought, Mr. Hat Guy.
Hat Guy, I'm back! Huh? What were you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Nothing that I should trouble you with, Mini Durin.
Huh. Okay then. Let's go join the others. Everyone's going to check out the new origami ship.
All right, I'll be right there.
Are you worried about Durin?
Why would I be? Do I strike you as someone who cares about other people's issues?
When we first met, I would have said no. Now, however, I'm tempted to say you are better than that now.
Quit trying to guess what I'm thinking. I'm leaving.
Yes, even Nahida can't tell what he's thinking. Ah.
Aww, what a lovely little boat!
The forest fairy helped us make it.
Paimon just realized there's a lot fewer people around the Broken Sea now. Guess most of them have made their way back to the Metropole.
Does this boat have a name? I can't see one anywhere.
Huh? A name?
Every boat has a name. At least, all the ones I've seen before.
They're usually symbolic names that represent something aspirational.
Let's go with the Durin.
Huh? You want to name it after me?
Oh, you mean to wish Mini Durin a safe voyage as he sails into a new chapter of his life beyond this world?
Your princessin approves. Let this vessel bear the name of the most esteemed dragon of the night.
The Durin. Let's call it that then. Thank you, Hat Guy. Also, can I ask you a favor?
Go on.
Remember how Mom's friend said I should be able to leave this world? Well, I want to pay a visit to your world. Just a quick trip, can we?
Huh?
Is that a no?
Paimon thinks that's a great idea. If the people of Simulanka are allowed to go to Tavad, then what's the problem with taking Mini Durin there for a visit?
I'm wondering whether Mini Durin's, well, traversal between realms is what's going to awaken the Durin of Dragonspine. Indeed, is Mini Durin actually part of the real Durin? Not exactly a cheery thought of our lovely little dragon friend being absorbed into the mountain and becoming a true dragon.
I'm assuming I'll have to be your bodyguard while we're there.
I can protect myself. And I'll do what you say. I won't fly off on my own, I promise. Please, can I go?
It'll be up to you to stick close. If you disappear on me, don't expect me to come looking.
Got it! I'll stick close!
Why don't you take the Durin? Now you've given it a name, it'll be a maiden voyage for the boat and a brand new journey for you.
Are you leaving, Mini Durin? Okay. Well, make sure you come visit me in Mondstadt so we can play together again. Klee will draw you a map to show you the way.
Though our time together has been as fleeting as a ray of light in the depths of the long night, the Immonokreich will welcome you with the grandest of music ceremonies on the occasion of our next reunion. As surely as the stars in the sky watch over us, we shall meet again.
What Mein Fräulein means is that you're always welcome to visit her at home as well.
Cool! Ah, I have so many new friends now! I'm so happy!
Are you done yet? If you want to leave, then get over here.
Take care.
Thank you, everyone! Thank you so much! The blessings you gave me are more precious than any treasure, and more beautiful than any fairy tale! Next time, it will be my turn to make your wishes come true!
I see. I was wondering whether or not I would have to simply remember that there was something going on in Sumeru. But thankfully, they left a note for us. Nope, not quite. I thought we'd be skipping straight up to the Sumeru icon. So, let us see what business Tainari has. I do sincerely hope it has nothing to do with Dottore. Though I know not why he would be in Sumeru again. It's simply the first thing that came to mind. Sounds fun to me. Let's go see. Oh, I forgot to turn off auto advance. I wonder if we'll meet with any of the other students and residents of the academia. And straight away, Farazan. Will there be... Well, let's hope there's voiced lines. Oh, no, looks like there won't be. That's disappointing. Well, about that, we heard something about a party and didn't want to miss out. Seriously, and nobody thought to tell me. Is something wrong? Is something the matter, madam? A certain book. Well, Alice, the storybook that Alice and her friends enchanted would be rather interesting, especially if any copy of it could allow you to enter Simulanka. No, I tend to stay away from detective novels. Yes, cheating, in other words. You'll offend half the crime novelists in Tibet if you keep going. You think there's a treasure map in there? Don't worry, Madame Faruzan. I feel your frustration. Of course, a cipher written by a skilled hand can be virtually impossible to decode. So the book is utter gibberish, unless you were the one who wrote the code, or you were made privy to the code and its cipher. Either way, rather painful to bash your head against a wall, I dare say. That's the title of a detective novel, is it? Unbearably boring, is it? Well, I dare say I'll take the plunge all the same. I'm curious what exactly I'm in for, considering the last magic book we came across. Literally brought us to the imaginary realm of Simulanka. So, is it all that far-fetched to think that another magic book might be bumping around in Sumeru? Well, only one way to find out. And it has been a while since I've been in here. Quite the impressive sight it still is. Oh. Meeting with other friends? An Atlas of Rare Rainforest-Dwelling Species, Professional Edition. Or The Art of the Construction of Copy Machines. Who exactly reads these? Come on, Paimon, you can learn 20 different languages. Ah, Layla. Oh, is she napping? In that case, which Layla are we going to speak to, I wonder? The usual waking Layla, or the sleeper? Oh, nope, she's awake. Would it happen to be a detective novel? The one with the super long name, yes. Blizzard, indeed. Oh. I was hoping to see Kaveh again. We just might, by the sound of it. I doubt it, Paimon. Kaveh was always more of an idealist. More than likely, he's interested in it for more esoteric reasons. It's not nearly as pragmatic as Alhaitham is about money. Or anything else, probably. So, no, probably not Mora. Oh, come on, Paimon, don't be like that. Now you're trying to be sneaky, and trying to rob Layla of her involvement in this. I'm not fond of that, Paimon. No, 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 no. Why did you do that? That took a rather selfish turn all of a sudden. She's asleep. Well, catch up on your rest, Layla. It doesn't do to stay up all night, especially not many nights in a row. Yes, I'll leave her to her rest then. But where is Kaveh at the moment? Well, I guess we could go to Al-Haytham's house. Considering that they live together. Or, they do frequent the tavern also. And we might also see Tighnari and no. Cyno. Yes, Cyno. I almost said Silas for some reason. It would be nice to see the foursome together again. Cyno, Tighnari, Kaveh, and Al-Haytham. It does also kind of irk me. Out of that group, Kaveh is the odd man out. He's the only 4-star in that friend group. Because all three of the others, Al-Haytham, Cyno, and Tighnari, are all 5 stars. And yet, an argument could be made that Kaveh is actually the rarest of the 4 of them. Because Kaveh has been on exactly 2 banners, to my knowledge. I got exactly 1 copy of him on his first banner, but I got lucky and got him 4 times on this latest Nilu Navia banner. But, going back to it, Kaveh is the odd man out. He's the only 4-star in a group of 5 stars. And unfortunately, all 4 of them are also DPS units. Cyno for Electro, and then Tighnari and Al-Haytham for Dendro. And Kaveh is also a DPS unit, used to enhance bloom reactions, a bit like Nilu, except not as good as Nilu. I actually do wish Kaveh was a 5-star. I really like his design, and if they just bumped up his numbers a bit, did a few other things maybe, like switching the burst and his elemental skill, then he would be up there with Al-Haytham. But alas, he is not. Now what are you guys looking at? Well, you're the one who brought up Mora. And you're also the one who insisted on tricking Layla. So you're the one who's acting like a thief, waiting to jump Kaveh. Don't make it sound like we're baddies. Oh, and by the way, when have you ever been bothered by your conscience? You know, if we were actually just standing out in the open, we would be far less suspicious looking. Al-Haytham. Yeah, kinda saw that coming. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're staking out Alhaitham and Kave's shared apartment. So why wouldn't Alhaitham come around? We were hoping to see Kaveh. Really, Paimon? It's a bit too late for that, don't you think? Pragmatic as ever, Alhaitham. Yeah, Alhaitham was never the sociable sort. Oh, and why do you assume it's gonna be Kaveh this time? Oh, actually is him. You know, for half a second there, I thought it would be Dia. Guess not. Either for you, Kaveh, or Alhaitham. Are you looking for a certain book by any chance? That went by too fast for me to read it. There are many, many eyes in the academia, Kaveh. So... No, but so it's not official that Kaveh is actually living with Alhaitham. There's only their close friends know about it. Yeah, he might be seen as mooching off your friend. Living off him like a parasite while you're trying to get your affairs in order. What with your massive debt and all. Hmm. 50-50, huh? Ay ay. Oh. I mention her and she appears. Just not quite where I thought she'd be. Oh, apparently literally everybody's heard of it. You're going to fight Dia over this? Well, good luck with that, Paimon. Because I'm not doing that. Could you describe this would-be client of yours? We might know her. And just like that. Oh, Kaveh finally caught up with us. Good question. Do we just take off at a sprint? Apparently so. Having been through so much, I run fast. Yeah, after all the nonsense the Traveler's been through, he would have to be fleet of foot by now. Oh. I see. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So you were... Oh, writing up corrections in the margins, is that it? Oh. Oh. They were all deliberately written wrong. Why? And you thought it had something to do with you, then? Your annotation garnered a great deal of attention, apparently. Oh? So you only circled one name? Did you tell anyone else that you borrowed it? Oh, and Tainari is the one who sent us on this little goose chase in the first place. You made it sound like it was so bad it's good. Very well. Okay, so now where is Tainari? By the distance, I'm guessing that's in Gandharvaville. Yep. Gandharvaville it is. Alright. So, Kaveh was the original annotation of the book, though it sounds an awful lot like someone else decided to pick up and carry on his theme. And take it a few steps further, even. So it almost turned into a game. Ah, Tainari. We were looking for you. Hmm. Hmm. So Alhaitham drew the second circle, you think? Hmm. Hmm. I don't recall Tainari ever mentioning his mother before. Oh. I see. Yes, if all the names are circled, then the first one won't stand out. How many names did you circle? Oh well. I suppose everybody who got hold of the book past a certain point just decided to carry on what the first person did. The first person, in this case Kaveh, circled a name, Alhaitham did likewise, and then Tainari continued that, though he did it with the intention of removing the spoiler. But then that started the trend of everybody who picked up the book choosing, probably in their own preferred color, selecting a name at random and circling it. And suddenly everyone believed that the book was special. Ah, Candace. Oh? Did you do something wrong, dear? Good to see you again, Candace. I wonder what the import of this message could be. Oh. Well, share then. Lift your spirits, share what you know. Oh? Now Sino's been involved too? Yeah. Yeah, people have a habit of following the prevailing trend. Doing what everyone else is doing. Social pressure and all that. In this case, in book form. Ay ay. Yep, marking up a book. Could be considered sacrilege, depending on what book it is. So she's almost... almost works as a confessor. Or confessional. I guess she kind of is a priest in a way. Interesting. Allowing people to get things off their chest, eh? Yes, it can be quite helpful to air out one's mistakes and to confess to one's sins. Though this admittedly seems like a rather mild sin. Don't know that I see Candace going, it just ain't right to mess with someone else's enjoyment. She seems a bit more proper to me, so I would have written that for her as, it just isn't right. I would kind of expect Dia to say it ain't, but not Candace. Yeah, I guess I should have seen that coming. Hmm. Sounds more like something out of a comic strip to me. So, do you happen to know where the book might be located now? So, yet more people have been over it, including Sino. And we know Sino and his sense of humor. I wouldn't put it past him to do all manner of things to make the text inscrutable. Well, since I have you here, is there anything else we might speak on? Not very much, apparently. Oh well. Well, this has turned into a rather odd little escapade. A rather lengthy little quest, running all over the academia, tracking down a weird myth about a book. And meeting up with all our old friends while we're at it. Also, I wonder what exactly Kaveh meant when he suggested that no one should know he's living with Alhaitham. He said it could damage his career. I wonder, would everyone knowing that he's destitute damage his reputation? Is that what he's concerned with? Possibly. Though it does seem interesting that he doesn't want anyone knowing that he's sharing the flat with Alhaitham. Yes, indeed, the one with the marks. Well, literally everyone is asking about it right now, Paimon, so it's not hard to guess. Would you happen to know who has it, then? Is that you, Nahida? Hello. I was wondering when we'd see you. Though, to be fair, we haven't actually seen you yet, now have we? Ah, there you are. And now we're literally bringing a god into our little mystery. Hmm. Hmm. I'm afraid the tale of the book, rather than its contents, has got many people interested. Though no one's actually reading it for the plot anymore. As an author myself, I would find that rather sad if the only notoriety my work had was from someone scribbling in a copy of my work. It almost be bad enough to make one cry, wouldn't it? Oh no, don't tell me it's Dory. Okay, well, our wild goose chase continues. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, Alcazar's array was Kave's grandest achievement, but also the source of his crippling debt to Dory. I don't actually want to see Dory. I really do not like her design. Way too busy. And pink, too. Not to mention she's a diminutive child-looking creature, who is allegedly somehow in her 20s. Again, making me wonder. Like I said before, I call Alice, Klee's mother, an elf, simply because I don't know the exact term used in this world for pointy-ear immortal people. And I wonder, Layla also has pointy ears. Kirara is a Negamata, so not the same thing at all, really. Same thing with Yai. Tainari's, well, wolf or fox sort of creature. So there's a whole bunch of different races in this game, in this world of Tivat. But then there are the very human-looking ones that have pointy ears. And apparently some of them have very long lives, since Alice outlived the goddess of fate, and the goddess of prophecy seems to have become an old woman in the meanwhile. So, don't know what to make of all that, really. Looks like it's Cyno and Sethos. I haven't actually done Cyno's story quest yet, so this will be the first time I'm seeing Sethos. Unfortunately, I won't be hearing his voice in all likelihood. Oh, it is Dory, too. Wonderful. Yep. Like I said, haven't met him yet. Sethos, Wisdom's Measure. No scholar who studies King Deshret's civilization fails to understand the significance of the Temple of Silence, and Sethos is none other than the heir to this ancient organization and its history of over 1,000 years. After arriving in Sumeru City, he did not wish to be too conspicuous, and so chose to live in anonymity, crafting an ordinary identity. With his friendly smile and enthusiasm, the skilled conversationalist became a part of the community almost as soon as he arrived. If you run into him on the street by chance, it wouldn't hurt to strike up a conversation. Perhaps he'll share a mysterious desert tale, long lost amidst the sands. Interesting description of him. The heir to the organization of the Temple of Silence. So, not the heir of King Deshret, per se. Yeah, sorry for eavesdropping. Well, funnily enough, we're after the book you were just discussing. Irregular activities? Like what? Now, the problem here would be that the book is the property of the Library of Daena, and therefore it is stealing. If Dory were to procure this book legally, but then turn and sell it to Sethos, as it is not hers to sell. So yes, I know actually does have a case here of theft. Unfortunately, Sethos is also on the hook for this, because he would then be in possession of stolen property. And doubly so if he commissioned Dory to acquire this book for him. Oh well, let's see how this goes. Well, the fact that you were willing to sell someone else's property doesn't exactly bode well for your innocence, Dory. Yep. I see. Yeah, I was gonna say, Sethos would be on the hook for that too. I wouldn't put it past Dory to do that, though. To spread rumors about the book being a secret treasure trove or a map to such. To drum up interest and then sell access to the book repeatedly for massive profit. Meaning Dory's gonna have to give it up anyway, by the end of the day. Oh. Half an hour, eh? Well, I guess that solves that then, doesn't it? There is no breathing room for Dory. Good question. Hmm. I see. And they both get the same number. Same again. Yeah, I kind of figured. Hmm. I agree with Dory on this for once. Well, since we finally have it, can I borrow it? After Sino handed you the book, you and Paimon quickly thumbed through it. Though you weren't reading very carefully, you can tell that something's not quite right. The plot is wildly imaginative, and just as everyone says, though most of the names in the book seem familiar, on closer inspection you realize that they aren't actually the names of the historical figures you thought they were at first. Not only that, but every name has been circled. Thinking back on the course of events, you fall silent, and then you explain the full story. Very well. I suppose I can return it. So, back to the House of Diana. Quite the misadventure we've been on here, huh? And for almost an hour, no less. And to think we started this recording all the way back in Simulanka. Meeting with Minnie Durin and Hat Guy. Well, we'll see if there are any more twists to add to this tale. Yep, because now's their last chance. Once I put the thing back on the shelf, that should be the end. But I guess we'll see, won't we? Ah, Kaveh, good to see you again. Yes, you did. Do you have the money to spare to do that, though, Kaveh? I sincerely hope it's not going to be a ludicrously expensive volume. Shortly afterwards, Kaveh accompanies the academia staff to register the purchase of the book and pays the full amount. The staff member carefully wraps up the thoroughly marked up old book and gives it to him. I see. You are a kind soul, Kaveh. And a rather considerate one. So, what's loading for so long? What? A young man's tears of regret? Hmm. Hmm. Had the exact same idea as Tainari. And Sino. You just didn't go nearly as far with it. Hmm. Really laying into him, aren't you? So you do have a bit of whimsy in your soul, Alhaitham. Hmm. Nope, it turned out to be quite the mess. And got several people confused, so I wouldn't be too keen on owning a reminder of this whole mess either. Okay then. That was a longer quest than I would have expected. And 20 primos for all of that seems insufficient. Again, I'm not too annoyed by it simply because of just, well, getting to see all the cast again. Though I admit I would much have preferred it if we had actually heard all of them talk. But I guess this was little more than a long diversion. So I guess I can't expect too much, considering how much effort it would be to drag all the voice actors in just for all of that. Oh well. I think I'll end it there. Yeah, we're over the hour mark as it is. Over an hour and a half. Going all the way back to the Simulanka stuff. So... yeah. Well, and there. Yeah. So, as ever, if you've enjoyed this, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And do check out my Elden Ring Let's Play. And of course, have a good day.